So we're now nearly 6 weeks into our lockdown period. And if we think back to when all of this started, the big message or the big theme was all about communicating to our teams or over communicating to our teams as leaders to help make sure everybody remains informed about what's happening to the organization and to maintain that connection as people shift from an office environment to working from home. In speaking with leaders, I'm hearing a really key new theme coming out, and that is what I would describe as Zoom fatigue. And what I'm hearing is people describing that they're going from one meeting to the next, and that can literally be transitioning in 30 seconds. And they're not getting time to digest what they have just gone through in the first meeting. They're not getting time to prepare going into their next meeting. And the level of intensity as this video is on and people are really trying to stay in tune with what's going on in that particular meeting is really making these days of working from home absolutely exhausting. And it's making it a real struggle to actually digest our thoughts and work through them and almost have that sort of mini meditation, as someone has described to me, of when they used to either walk or drive between meetings and have that time to collect their thoughts, whether it's preparing or digesting what they've just been in. And I think this is something that we really need to remain cognizant of. So if video calls are consuming you and you're feeling exhausted at the end of each day, I've got 3 tips that might help you out. The first one is to get more structure in terms of scheduling when your calls are, and also being cognizant of calling other team members into video calls. You might well be distracting them or pulling them out of a solid block of work where they're achieving stuff because you don't get the benefit of seeing what they're doing if they've got their head down at their desk. So try to get some more schedule in, or get some more structure in how you schedule your calls. Secondly, when you're doing this, I would suggest that you create some space between these video calls. So give yourself some time to digest and collect thoughts from the first meeting, and give yourself time to mentally prepare for your next meeting. My third tip is one that my wife shared with me, and that is to use your phone to dial in. So if you already have good connection with the people you're meeting with and you know them well, then video may not be so essential on that call. Why not just dial in with your phone, and that way you can actually walk around, you can get some air in your lungs as you're having the meeting, rather than having the intensity of staring into the camera and maintaining that eye contact with everybody that's on that Zoom.